My mother put me out with the rubbish when I was 2 weeks old. This is where my life started.
A social worker came. I asked her, please don't take him, but she did.
Every year, thousands of people come to us looking for missing family.
My dad left my life. I know nothing. I feel like half of me is missing.
Sometimes it's to solve a mystery that's troubled them for decades.
I've had in the back of my mind that my mum could have been murdered.
She took this to her grave.
Or to end the torment of what they don't know.
I've struggled with a sense of self because of my background.
Did she genuinely really not want me?
So imagine the moment when the burning questions can finally be answered.
It's Davina. Put the kettle on.
That's amazing.
It's just blowing my mind.
In this series, we discover extraordinary stories.
That's your mum?
God, she's lovely.
Finding people around the world who nobody else could trace.
Sorry, it's massive. Oh, so beautiful.
Reuniting families who've spent a lifetime apart.
Flipping heck. Hello, family.
I never held him. I never even considered taking a photo of him. I wish I had have done. Today is his birthday and he will be 43. I hope that he has family around him and they have a celebration for him. Maybe he's never felt the need to find his birth mother because he's been happy, I hope.
Deciding to give your baby up for whatever reason must be one of the hardest decisions a parent can make. It comes at a huge cost, and for some, a lifetime of guilt.
Hello, can I help?
63-year-old Caroline Kinsey lives and works in Wisbech,
That's £4, please.
not far from where she grew up in Kings Lynn.
I was extremely close to both mum and dad.
Thank you, bye-bye.
My childhood was idyllic.
She's raised twins with her husband David, but for years Caroline's been nursing a secret. She gave up her first child, a son, 20 years earlier.
It hasn't stopped me from thinking about him every day for the last 43 years.
When she was 18, Caroline moved out of the family home and was managing her brother's sports shop in Essex.
Here's a picture of our shop in Epping. Oh, here's me playing hockey. They were good times. My boyfriend also played hockey and cricket. I'd been seeing him for a year when I became pregnant. It took me a couple of attempts to pluck up the courage to tell him, and he was speechless. It became apparent, soon as he cut off contact, he didn't want to become a father. It was a shock for me to be left living by myself, not knowing what to do.
In January 1980, Caroline gave birth to a son in St Margaret's Hospital in Epping. She named him Simon, but had already decided to give the baby up for adoption.
This is my 1980 diary that opens automatically to the page, is when I had Simon. It also tells me the day I came home alone. The decision to put him up for adoption was entirely my own decision. I do believe that a family unit should be a mother and a father because you work as a team to raise a family. I didn't have any money, and I wasn't able to give a baby the sort of upbringing and childhood I wanted to give him.
Recovering in hospital after the birth, Caroline only saw Simon twice.
I never held him, because if I had have held him, I wouldn't have been able to have given him up. I can just remember seeing this little bundle with lots of black hair, and that was the last time I saw him.
A few months later, Caroline was notified that he was being placed with a potential adoptive family.
I was so pleased. This meant that he was on his way to having a great life, I hope. My coping mechanism was to pretend it hadn't happened to me, and I think I've used that to protect my sanity and my life from hurting so much.
It wasn't until 20 years later, when Caroline had her twins, that the feelings for Simon all came back.
To just hold him once would be nice, because to hold your baby for the first time is so special. Sorry.
Caroline's husband, David, has always known about Simon, but their twins, Tom and Amy, didn't know.
When my daughter became pregnant at the age of 17, I thought that was a bombshell, so I just added to it. So what did you think about when I told you about Simon?
Strange that we've got an older brother out there.
I was very shocked.
Does it make you think any differently of me?
No. We still love you.
Don't make me cry.
4 years after Caroline's daughter Amy gave birth to Bella, she had a son, Brody.
Ready, press it. Ready.
But tragically, a few months later, Amy's partner Jake was killed in a car accident.
Watching Amy cope the way she has made me think even more of Simon. I would love to find Simon and make sure that he's had a happy life. It will put me at peace.
When we took on Caroline's search, she was able to give us her son's original birth certificate, which listed the name she'd given him, Simon Brown.
Our specialist intermediaries applied for his post-adoption name and discovered that Simon's name had changed to Thomas McFarlane.
It's an unusual surname, so the specialist research team scanned databases and came up with a match.
Thomas, now known as Tom, was living in Somerset, not far from where he grew up. When she gave birth to Simon 43 years ago, Caroline hoped that she'd done the right thing. Well, I'm on my way to meet Simon, now called Tom, to find out what his life has been like, whether he knew he was adopted, and if he knew anything at all about his birth mother.
Hello.
Hi Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
Me too.
Come in.
Really good to meet you. So how are you feeling about this?
Excited, I think. Bit apprehensive.
So tell me about your life, your own family now.
So we've been married for 9 years. 2 boys, Harris, who's 8, Bern, who's almost 3. Yeah, they keep us busy.
You've always known you were adopted?
I can't remember not knowing, yeah. Always known.
So what was it like finding out that your birth mother, Caroline, was looking for you?
It was pretty overwhelming. It's nice to know that she's reaching out because it takes away the element of potential rejection.
Is it something you've wanted to do?
Yeah, I'd always thought I would wait until my parents had passed away because that's just what felt right.
Yeah. But Caroline just wants to know that you're okay. And she felt adoptive parents had to go through so many hoops in the process. And if they want it so bad, they're going to be so good as parents.
Yeah, they've been amazing. You know, they've given me so many opportunities and experiences. She made a good choice, I think. Depends what her situation was, but...
So you were born in Epping. She moved there when she was 18 to work in her brother's shop. He was a hockey expert. He'd actually coached the England hockey team a couple of times.
Oh, right. Wow.
Yeah. And she played hockey in a mixed team every weekend. Very sporty. Are you sporty?
I played sport when I was younger.
What games?
Rugby. Played quite a bit of hockey. I'm more into cycling now, but still sporty.
So then she became involved with your birth father, and she found that she was pregnant. Went to him and said, look, this is the situation, and he felt he wasn't ready. She was 20 when she had you.
Okay, wow.
She made the really tough decision to have you adopted. She wanted you to have a mum and a dad. She couldn't give you the life that she wanted to. But she thought about you every day.
That's like... I just can't comprehend how someone can be like strong enough to make that decision. Just like selflessness, I think. It's amazing. It's almost committing them to a lifetime of angst.
And when she had you, she only saw you twice.
Twice.
She said to the nurses that she didn't want to hold you because if she had done so, she would have perhaps changed her mind. And she had to be resolute and strong.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone survives that, really. You know, carries on. Has she had any more?
Yes, she's got the twins.
Oh, wow. How old are they?
23.
Yeah.
Tom.
You're joking.
And Amy.
That's really coincidental, isn't it? Very strange. Cosmic, some people might say. Are they in the UK?
Yeah, they live near your birth mother in Wisbech, yeah.
Have you got a photo?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. That's really surreal, seeing her. She looks kind. Yeah, looking forward to meeting her.
Our next searcher spent his early life believing that no one was missing from it. But as we so often find with these searches, one piece of paper can throw everything into question.
I had no idea whatsoever that my mother had secrets. No. She took this to her grave. She told nobody, not even my father.
"57-year-old Paul McFarlane has lived in the Netherlands for 36 years. He and his husband, also called Paul, have come to the UK to visit Paul's childhood home.
Everyone was always running around here playing, knocking on doors and running away.
Lots of happy memories.
Absolutely. Happy memories. Happy memories.
Paul grew up an only child with his father Alan and mother Ada.
She used to sing songs to me. You Are My Sunshine. So I can't listen to that song without bursting to tears.
But at age 9, tragedy struck Paul's family.
I heard all this commotion, and a couple of hours later, my father took me by my hand and said to me, "Your mum has died." She had a heart attack. She actually died here. Yeah. I missed her. I missed her a lot.
6 years after his mother's sudden death, Paul received another shock when he saw his birth certificate for the first time.
Paul McFarlane is my father, and then suddenly I saw my mother's name was different. Ada Irene Leadbitter, and I thought, that's strange, Leadbitter. Formerly Hewitt, that's my mother's maiden name. And that's when I started asking questions. Where's the McFarlane name here? Who is this person? Who is Leadbitter? So I confronted my father about it, and he said, oh, your mum was married before. Her ex-husband had hit her a few times, and that's the reason that she'd left. My father wanted to marry my mother because she couldn't, because she was still married. I asked my father a lot of questions. All he said was, your mum came from London. He didn't know more about her family. Just a complete mystery.
For decades, Ada's life before Paul was born remained a secret. But today, Paul is in London to meet a cousin who unexpectedly entered his life 4 years ago after he took a DNA test.
The results came back, and I had a match with a Hewitt, and that was like, oh, wow. After all these years, there's a link with me and my mother's family. Hey, Tony.
Oh, hi. Hey, I like to get kids.
Paul and Tony Hewitt are first cousins. The first time they met, Tony told Paul about how his aunt, Paul's mother Ada, lost contact with the family in the 1960s.
So this is the photo of my parents' wedding. This is the only photo we have of Ada. This is your mum.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Very sad that your mother disappeared from the family after this happy day.
But before Ada vanished, the wider Hewitt family did hear rumours that Ada had had 2 babies, one called Beverly and the other unknown, information which Tony shared with Paul.
So the first time you told me about my half-sibling, I decided to do some research. Beverly Ann was my half-sister, adopted. So I had confirmation that she did exist, my half-sister.
What about the second child? Have you found anything out about that?
Well, I guessed it was London where he or she was born.
Yes.
And I got a match with Stephen. And it was in 1957. And suddenly I had a sister and a brother.
Yes.
So that was a lot to take in as well. I walked around with the birth certificate for about a week in my hand. And every time I just looked at the certificate, it was just disbelief. After 53 and a half years, thinking I was the only child, and then finding out that I've got 2 siblings was a lot to take in.
Yes.
I was a little bit angry with my mum in the beginning because I thought, why did you not say anything, tell anyone? I couldn't understand why she would give the children up, because she was a great mother to me. I would never get my head around that.
Paul McFarlane is looking for the siblings that he only learned existed nearly 4 years ago.
When I found out about my brother and sister, it was complete excitement. I just wanted to find them. That was it. I just wanted to say, I'm your brother. I need to find them. This is the missing link.
Paul approached our team for help, but during our search he received a call out of the blue from a specialist genealogist known as an heir hunter. They told him that he had a claim to a small inheritance from his brother.
He told me the bad news that Stephen had died 3 years ago. I was just disappointed that I didn't get to meet my brother, because I would have just loved to have met him and build a relationship. I was so close, but just too late.
We knew that Paul's brother Stephen must have died without making a will, and with no immediate family around.
As it's in special circumstances like these that heir hunters get involved.
We were able to discover a bit more about Stephen. He had a learning disability and was in a care home at the time of his death.
With Paul's search for Stephen brought so sadly to a close, we doubled down on our efforts to find Paul's sister.
Our specialist intermediary was able to identify the surname Beverly was given after her adoption.
From there, we were able to find her, now living in the north of England. Having been told the news about Paul, she was keen to meet me.
Paul is longing to find his sister. But will Beverly be able to tell Paul anything about their mother's mysterious past?
We've shared the sad news of her birth mother's death off camera, and she's also been informed of Stephen's passing.
Hi!
Hello, it's so lovely to meet you. Oh, fantastic. Come in, yeah, come through.
It's great to see you.
It's great to meet you too.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Did you know about Paul?
No, not at all. Nothing.
Nothing?
I actually thought it was a scam. When I found out it was genuine, I just went... because I didn't know what happened to my mother. We were living with my grandmother, and she just said to my grandmother, "I'm just popping to the shops, Mum, I won't be long." I was 1 year old when that happened, and she was never seen again.
Never saw her again?
No. They got the police involved. They tried to find her, and we couldn't. It's like she disappeared.
How do you feel about your mother?
I've had in the back of my mind for 61 years that my mum could have been murdered.
But she started a completely new life, didn't she?
Yes.
That is amazing, isn't it? To literally...
To up sticks?
Yeah.
Move on, start again.
Yeah.
As if the past didn't
exist.
Did you know your father?
I don't know anything about him, and neither did my family.
How old were you when you were adopted, were you?
Well, after my mum had gone, I don't think they knew what to do with me, and so they put me into a foster home, and then I was fostered by a family, and they adopted me. I had a wonderful relationship with my adopted father. He was my dad, but I had a very difficult relationship with my adopted mother.
So you've had your struggles?
Yeah.
Did you know that you had an older brother, Stephen?
Yes, I was told about him when I was a child. He was in a home, and I just accepted that.
So what about Paul, then? Paul lives close to Amsterdam with his husband, Paul. They've been married for 20 years. He's a home care assistant. He's 3 years younger than you. He lost his mum when he was 9 years old, which was utterly devastating.
Awful.
He grew up as an only child, and you are his sister.
Oh, my God, it's amazing, isn't it?
He's been looking for you for years.
That's the most incredible thing.
Would you like to see a photograph of your brother?
Can I?
Oh, my goodness me.
Hello, Paul.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness me. Such a kind face.
And you look so alike.
Yes, we do look alike.
We said to him, Paul, if we ever find Beverly, will you write her a letter? And if we do find her, we can give her the letter. This is the letter.
Oh, gosh, this is huge. Oh, good Lord.
Dear Beverly, in January 2019, I found out that I had a sister, you. I can imagine the shock of finding out that you have a younger brother must have been overwhelming. I hope that you would like to reunite. If so, I will be waiting with open arms. Your brother, Paul.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Incredible.
I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to thank him. I can't wait to find out his story, about his life and his partner, Paul. I have a brother. I have a younger brother called Paul. That will never not be amazing.
Caroline Kinsey is looking for the baby boy she gave up nearly 40 years ago.
I would really love to meet Simon. I don't have any expectations from him. The only thing that I would like to know, has he had a happy life? Did he have the life that I hoped he had?
Caroline has spent years thinking about her firstborn son, Simon, hoping he's had a happy adoption and loving parents. It's only recently she realised that she could search for Simon herself. And today, I'm here to bring her the news that Simon has been found.
Hi. Hello. Come in. Thank you.
Thanks for seeing me. I wanted to ask, what made you want to start searching for Simon?
I needed to let him know why I gave him up for adoption.
How has it affected your life, him not being part of it?
I've put barriers up, hide the emotions and just got on with life. But there's a gap there. I know I've got another child.
Well, I have come here today because I have got some news.
Yeah.
Your son has been found.
Oh, God. Was it a shock for him?
It was a bit, but a good shock.
Is he, where does he live? Close or?
He lives in Somerset.
Really? Does he know about me?
He does.
That I've looked for him?
He does. Now.
There's always the possibility that he might just, oh yeah, well, she gave me up. I don't want anything to do with her. Has he got his own family?
Yes.
Really?
He's happily married to Sam, and you have 2 more grandchildren, 2 boys. Harris, who's 8, and Byrne, who's 3.
Amazing.
His adoptive parents did change Simon's name, and they changed it to Thomas.
No. Really? Yeah. That's incredible. 2 Toms.
He grew up in Hertfordshire, and then when he was 11, his dad got a job down in the southwest, and his mum and dad, you know, were able to give him a really nice life.
I'm just so relieved.
And you'll like this. He played hockey.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that has given me goosebumps.
Would you like to see what he looks like now?
Yes, please.
This is your son.
Oh, my goodness. Dark hair.
Yeah.
Handsome. He looks lovely.
What would you like to say to him, do you think?
I'd like to ask him if he has forgiven me, because how can anybody really give away a baby? That's been hard.
I've also got a letter he's written you.
Dear Caroline, thank you for reaching out. My feelings about being adopted is a true sense of wonder and gratitude. Since becoming a parent myself, I've been able to imagine the level of courage and selflessness it would take to make such a decision, and I feel compelled to say thank you. We are looking forward to meeting you, Tom.
He just wants to meet his mum. One week after finding out that her firstborn son, Tom, wants to meet her, Caroline has travelled to Berkshire to see him for the first time in 43 years.
So how do you feel?
Nervous, apprehensive, excited. It's like meeting the stranger who should be really close.
Tom has brought his wife, Sam, for support.
I'm so glad that she reached out to you.
Yeah.
Deep breaths.
I'm interested to know where some of my quirks comes from.
Good luck. It's going to be great.
Because if you don't know me, you could misinterpret my general demeanour as not very affectionate.
I think he might be a bit shy to start with, if he's like my other son. But I hope things will just fall into place. See you later.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, bye-bye.
They're meeting at a hotel in Newbury, halfway between their homes.
I'm most looking forward to giving him a hug, because it will be the first time that I've ever held him.
I'm not a hugger, but I think we'll hug. I think. We'll see.
There's a good saying, everything comes to those that wait.
Hi. Hi. How you doing? Give me a hug. Nice to meet you. Wow. Surreal. This is so surreal. Come on, sit down. Are you okay?
I am now.
Yeah.
I'd waited 43 years for that hug.
Yeah. I was quite shocked when they said how briefly I was with you.
I thought it was going to be the best thing for you. And I didn't think I had any other option. How was your adoption? Have you been happy?
Yeah, it was good. I'm happy. My parents have given me so many opportunities.
I'm so grateful to your parents, giving you what I couldn't give you. Amazing people.
I'm grateful to them too. So we've had little snippets of information, but it'd be good to know some more.
I moved to Epping to run a sports shop, and you've played hockey.
Yes, I was average.
It's better than I was.
played. I played.
And then we got another shop in Bishop Stortford.
I went to school in Bishop Stortford.
Really?
So I've probably been into the shop. I might have bought a hockey stick off you.
Oh, this is spooky. I was very, very nervous before I came through the door. But as soon as I saw Tom, it all disappeared. It was like a dream come true, really. There seems to be a lot of similarities. We both speak quite quietly.
I've got some photos of our boys.
Oh my goodness me, they're gorgeous.
It's really nice to meet her. I think we're quite similar. Just the way we talked, she's quite thoughtful. I think we're quite similar like that.
Hello. Hello.
Nice to meet you. Hug.
Hi.
Are you all right then?
A bit shell-shocked, but questions, I guess, have been answered or started to be answered.
Hello. Tom and Amy, this is your eldest brother.
Hi. Hello. We're trying to decide whether you need to change your name or not, Tom.
Yeah, that's the problem. Who's going to be Thomas?
I now have a missing piece of my life over the moon.
Paul McFarlane is looking for his half-sister Beverly, who he only found out existed 4 years ago.
I'm so determined to find her, to have that connection and know that that I'm here. I'm a family, you know, I'm a real family. It would be amazing.
Ever since Paul discovered he had siblings, he's been on a quest to find them. He'll never get to meet his brother, but today I can give him the news about his sister that he's so desperately been waiting for. I'm meeting Paul where he's staying in North London. Hi, Paul.
Come inside.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you for seeing me. How have you been?
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, with everything's happening. Yeah.
Tell me, what spurred you on to go and find Beverly?
It's something I couldn't let go, and it's so important to me, fundamental, that I find her.
And it's confusing then because Stephen and Beverly weren't together.
I don't know if they knew anything about each other. It's all a mystery. And I thought, I have to find this out. Family's important.
It really is.
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that Beverly has been found.
Oh, seriously? Okay. And the $6 million question is, does she want to see me? Does she want to meet me?
She'd love to meet you.
Was she? Okay. Is she okay? Is she?
She's fantastic.
Is she happy?
She's so happy.
And how does she react about knowing she's got a younger brother?
She's thrilled.
Is she?
Yes.
Seriously?
She didn't know. She had no idea.
Wow.
I could tell you a bit about her life if you'd like.
Please.
Yeah?
Please.
So she was brought up in London, and when she was 1, Ada went out shopping and never came back.
Okay.
She grew up wondering if her mum had been murdered or
Really?
if something terrible had happened on the way to the shop. She just literally disappeared out of her life.
Really?
And Beverly went into care, and then she got fostered by a family, and then she got adopted by them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I was scared in case she'd have passed on. As with hearing about Stephen, I was too late with that. Do you have a photograph? Do you? Oh, God.
So here is your sister.
Hello. Oh, she looks a lot like my mother. Wow. amazing. My prayers have been answered. Yes! Yes! I can't wait to meet her. I really can't wait to meet her. Guess what?
Well, tell me.
They found my sister.
That's amazing.
And she wants to meet me.
That's great news.
At last. At last.
Here we are. Oh, fantastic.
Just a day after learning more about Beverly, Paul is meeting his sister for the first time.
You have an older sister?
Yeah, my dream has come true. It's going to happen. At last. I've got my tissues at the ready.
Beverly has travelled down to London to meet Paul.
I can't believe I'm actually here today and I'm going to meet my younger brother. Makes my heart skip a beat. Isn't life amazing? It would be emotional to find out more about this lady that's our mum. Our mum. I'm now saying that, our mum.
Ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay. Enjoy.
I will do. Thank you. Trying to keep calm and collected and just wait for the moment. When I'm going to see her, give her a hug and say, this is a moment to cherish for the rest of our lives.
Thank you, that's so kind of you.
Thank you.
Hello.
My sister.
Oh, hello.
My
Paul.
sister.
I can't believe
Hello.
this. Hello. Paul, my brother. It's wonderful to meet you.
It's okay. It's okay.
I knew you'd
It's okay.
I knew
It's okay.
I knew.
It's
I
okay.
know.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Shall
I've
we
been
sit
looking for
down?
you for 3.5 years.
I know. I heard I'm going to need a tissue. You want to come and sit down?
Yeah.
This is fresh tea. Do you like tea?
I can't pour because I'm shaking like
No,
a
no, no. I know. I know. I'm going to need a tissue.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I knew I'd do this.
Was it a shock for you?
Yeah. Oh, just a surprise.
Yeah.
A wonderful surprise, Paul. I mean, goodness me.
And we look like each other.
We do, don't we?
Boom.
Yeah, mind-blowing. You know, I had no idea what happened to our mum.
I can tell you some things about her.
Well, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I've got pictures. I've got something for you here.
Yeah, oh my goodness me.
Can I show you?
Oh, yes. Oh, goodness me. Oh.
Ta-da.
What is this? Can I open
You
it?
can open it. This is our family.
Oh. Oh, come round, yes.
You recognise anyone?
Oh, my goodness me, this is amazing. That's our mum.
That's our mum. That's our mum. Just look at her. You just
Yeah.
look like mum.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
It's
Paul.
okay.
I only had her in my life till I was 1 year old. I don't know why she left.
No.
I don't know what she was going through in
I
life.
don't think we'll
No.
ever find out.
No, I don't think
I
we
just
will.
have no idea.
I just, no, I don't have any resentment towards her.
No.
All I
She was
tried to
one-
do, of course, she was a
She was a
wonderful
great,
mum.
wonderful mum.
I'm glad that she
Yeah.
found happiness. I
She
really
did.
am.
She was happy with my father.
Yeah.
He was crazy about
And he
her.
loved her.
He did. I think she looks like my mum. And my mother also had the bubbly personality. She was well loved, and it just, yeah, it's a piece of my mum. But also my big sister.
Hey, look at us. We inherited those genes, didn't we?
There is a connection. Although we've never met before, we share a mum. She was our mum. I have this wonderful brother.
Oh, my sister.
My brother. He's a hugger. I love it. We are so alike. And I just thought, oh, we are going to have a whale of a time. I'm so, so pleased that you didn't give up.
No.
You kept searching and you found me.
It makes me feel elated. I'm just the happiest guy in the world. All right,
That's it? Okay.
Okay. She's a huge addition to my life. My hopes for the future is to get to know each other and have fun and see what the future brings. That's my hope.